Hey, Jorge. What you doing?
Hey, Mike. I just was posting on Instagram the food I had last night. And so, it was really expensive, so I need to check my balance now.
I see you bank with Desjardins, one of the largest financial institutions in North America.
Yes, I do. And actually, you see the woman up there in the circle?
Yeah, I see her.
Desjardins easily integrated exagens digital agent, providing clients like me with their own virtual personal banker.
Wow, that's great. I see it's good for you, but what about Desjardins? Because you must have had some night out there. Look at that. She's already telling you, please transfer over some money, or can she, because your balance is low, and she wants to have you avoid paying a low balance fee.
Yeah, I like her. Isn't she great? Because tips and helps like this build and strengthen digital relationships, which leads to increased sales and loyalty, at least my loyalty.
Natalie LaRue, their executive VP, certainly agrees. She stated publicly that the exagens personal assistant has been responsible for 50,000 new retail and business accounts being opened, with $300 million in deposits being added. And that was all done without any human assistance. That's impressive.
Yeah, that was 6 months ago. Now the numbers are more like 90,000 new accounts and over $500 million in new deposits. And those numbers keep growing. That's because exagens personal banker is always looking for the right situation to engage with each and every one of their members.
Okay, the value of building relationships over time is pretty clear. But what about banks like mine? It acts more like an impatient New Yorker. It wants to see results now.
Of course, I can understand that. That's why we build the agent to start delivering results from day one. Let me demonstrate with an example using our new version. Let's say your bank selected you for a new credit card offer it launched yesterday. Look at your phone.
I was expecting to see a sales pitch right away about their credit card, and instead, the agent is alerting me that it found something interesting while preparing my monthly summary. It got me curious. I'm going to take a look and see what's going on here. Logging in. I see that my bank customized the exagens agent for its brand. It's providing me the summary. Oh, this is different. The agent is starting to walk me through a very individualized example of how this card will specifically benefit me, rather than use some generic use case example that I'd probably ignore. That's real individualization. It's behaving like a good in-branch advisor would.
Yes, and that's just one example on how exagens can combine behavioral sciences and technology.
Great, but I just paid a big overdraft fee yesterday, and I'm in no mood right now to get a new card, so I'm going to just ignore the message. Now, I suppose it's just going to keep coming back with the same kind of message over and over again.
Yeah, well, being repetitive will not get you the superior results the bank wants. So the key is understanding and adapting to each client's context and behavior.
I agree, but how does exagens do that?
I'll show you. See that? That's the knowledge base of the agent. Those tiles represent different conversations. Think of them as similar to customer journeys. I've selected the one we're focused on. Look, the system identified ways to increase conversions by 4x. It did so by analyzing the conversations from the first day.
I see that. I like the 4 times increase, but how does my bank get that?
Look at the top, and I will tell you.
OK. I see that on the first day, the agents already started conversations with over 100,000 users. And wow, more than 4% are already engaged. That's really good. Better yet, more than a 1% conversion. That's probably 1,200 users that now have adopted my new credit card. I like that.
Yeah, and by combining behavioral science with machine learning, the system found these 5 insights to optimize engagement and conversion. Let's look at the first insight. So in this case, we can double conversion rates by timing the conversation depending on the client's balance.
That's really interesting.
And you know what? So the best part is actually, so to activate this, I only need to click.
So with just one insight gained through analysis and machine learning, the agent, essentially on its own, was able to increase my conversion rate. That's cool. OK, Jorge, but you're not going to add to all the hype in the market right now around AI by trying to convince all of us that it can do everything, are you?
No, I won't, because it can't. Let's be realistic, right? So AI can't optimize for every situation. But it can. So we can use it to provide guidance on how I can improve. So let's take a look at the second insight. People that recently paid fees are less receptive.
Hey, that's like me.
Yeah, indeed. So let's investigate that. So while the agent can't optimize it by itself, it's giving me a behavioral hint on how to improve it. So what it's saying me is actually focus on the concern of the user, which fees, instead of the cashback benefit.
Makes sense, but what do I do with that advice?
Well, for you and the other 4,000 clients in these situations, I create a follow-up conversation using the behavioral hint. See the middle? That's the state of your conversation with and all those users. Now I'll create a follow-up on the right. Folks, because we only have a few minutes, I will just copy the text. I don't type that as fast.
OK.
There. Now I'll apply it. Now you see it.
Yeah, and I see our conversion rate is now triple where we started from.
Now, let's imagine actually several days have passed, and look at your phone again. Or not.
Thankfully, our network is better than for our bank.
Yeah, well, so what you will see there is actually, so we're coming back using that text for those people actually recently paid fees.
And it makes sense, because instead of coming back with the same message, the agent is actually first addressing my specific concerns in order to encourage me to re-engage in the conversation. Well, thanks for that demo, Jorge. Now I understand how the exagens agent is able to increase engagement and conversions right away. And more importantly, how it keeps improving those engagement rates and conversion rates over time. That's behavioral banking.
Exactly. It's all about continuously getting better at influencing customer behavior so they adopt additional products and services to meet their needs.
And that's what makes the exagens personal assistant so effective. For those of you interested in increasing your conversions,
or just taking with you back some behavioral banking insights, come talk to us.
and thanks in advance for voting for us.
Thank you.